Okay. So in today's video, we got to highlight Miko Grimes going in on Stephen A. Smith. And she didn't come with that same energy that they brought on Gil's Arena. I did a video highlighting how people were calling out Rashad McCants for not keeping that same energy that he had once brought.
Hi, I'm Larry. Since you want the invitation, I think we all accept it. So, what I'm gonna ask you, I wanna ask you to come and put your fucking legs in the fucking bag.
Now, that's the energy Rashad McCants had before Stephen A. appeared on Gil's Arena podcast. But when they sat down face to face with Stephen A., the energy was completely different, and I did a video on that. If you guys want to check that out, I'll have the link to that down below. But I want to highlight Miko Grimes, who formerly used to be on Gil's Arena. Now she does like this nightcap type of podcast with Gilbert Arenas on his YouTube channel, and I like it because it's like free flowing and they get to be themselves a little bit more. And Miko Grimes, she went off on Stephen A. Smith, and I would like to highlight what she had to say about LeBron James confronting Stephen A. Smith and how Stephen A. Smith reacted afterwards. So let's check out what Miko Grimes had to say on Gil's Arena YouTube podcast, guys. Let's check out this clip right here.
Bronny name out your motherfucking mouth.
Hey, did y'all see Stephen A. Smith? I bet his dick got hard when LeBron approached him. I bet his dick was so hard, like, he's talking to me.
Cannot confirm or will not ask.
Or it could have went the other way. Oh shit, he talking to me. It could have went the other way, Miko. It could have went the other way. I think that's Skip. I think that Skip would do that.
No, but Stephen A. too, because LeBron don't talk to him either.
No, they talk a little bit.
Not like that.
No.
Because if you talk to him like that, there's no way you would say that goofy shit you said about his child.
Yeah.
That shit was goofy. Like, somebody sent me a video of this guy, and he was like, what is the 54th pick in the draft? What are his numbers? What about the 53rd? What about the 52nd?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, the Bronny thing is getting on my nerves only because y'all only doing it because it's LeBron.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
that's what's bothering me. Like, if Bronny was somebody else, and I get it. Well, he signed up for this. His dad said he's better than players in the league. My daddy would have said the same thing about me. My daddy would have said I belong right here on the court, right here with Ant-Man and them. He'd have been like, yeah, she could have played with them. Who cares? The boy ain't doing no worse than anybody else. When he in the G League, he's doing the same shit them other draft picks were doing.
He's killing 22 a game, but nobody want to talk about it.
Yeah. So it's like,
actually, we can actually Google. Hold on.
Yeah, look and see what them other bottom feeder draft picks was doing so far, and see if it's just as bad or anything worse than what Bronny.
Okay, the number 12 pick hasn't played an NBA game yet. I don't think he's overseas.
Look at the number 3 pick.
The number 3 pick, Reed
Shepard, yeah.
He ain't played that many games, but he can go though. He could go. He can go. Like he can go. He's on the wrong team. He's on a team where everybody's like that. Let's see. You got Rob Dillingham. He can go too. He's on Wolves, right? He's on a playoff team. Number 12 pick ain't played. Okay, now Devin Carter, the 13th pick, he only got 87 points. So he's in the G League. Bronny's doing 100 times better than him.
That's
They
what
ain't gonna speak on it, girl.
And he's a lottery pick.
They ain't speaking on it, though.
No, of course not.
They mad at the 55th pick.
There's no highlight. There's no headlines. There's no goddamn. They made the wrong choice. Why did they draft him?
Especially if you have the power to do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's the power. He got the juice. Who wouldn't want their dad that has this kind of juice to do something like this?
I can tell you this. If my dad was LeBron James and I'm Bronny James, the one thing I wouldn't have been doing is being up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going down in the mama gym, bitch. You got access to the Laker gym. If you open that shit up for me, Pops, what is wrong with you? Actually, how about the court outside? Bring one of them famous ass trainers right outside, right here. I'm good.
I'm in the crib. Shout out Chris Clutch in his chat. He said, if LeBron was my dad, I'd be Marcus Jordan. We was making two rights.
Look, he was doing lines of coke and shit.
What I'm saying is that is the prime example of what a player's supposed to look like when a daddy is damn near God.
Yeah.
Where I can go do, we don't know if it was a line of whatever, we can chase it was baking soda, whatever the fuck it was. If I can do that shit in public ground, means motherfucker Y'all can't touch me.
Right.
Right? Well, what does he work? He owns his own shoe store. Right? He works for the company. You're telling me Bronny James could say, man, f all this basketball shit. I don't need you, motherfucker. I can work for my dad. He wants to be the basketball player. They keep mixing it up, talking about Bronny's forcing him. No, that little motherfucker want to be a basketball player and a video gamer.
You can tell that he wants to play basketball. Like you can tell. He ain't doing this just because to do it. Like he really, and I know he's so mad that he's only 6'1" and some change.
Yeah, he didn't get the height. He got the athleticism.
So that's what Miko Grimes said, man. She was definitely raw and unfiltered. And I like that type of reaction. And the reason why is because you can tell that when Stephen A. Smith sat down with Gilbert Arenas on his podcast, Gil's Arena, the energy changed, man. The energy was different. It was too much agreeing, in my opinion. Nobody wasn't really trying to call out Stephen A. Smith for some of the stuff that he was doing. They could have gave Stephen A. a little bit of pushback, which I'm pretty sure Stephen A. Smith was ready for. But, you know, when you allow that guy to constantly run his mouth, change the narrative, in my opinion, you know. And, you know, the energy just wasn't how the Gil's Arena fans expected it to be. Even Rashad McCants calling himself Little Stephen A.
I'm Little Steve right now in this space.
Okay.
I used to play ball. And you held this standard of being a strong stand-up nigga. Stand 10 toes no matter who come at me, and you've always done that. And I think that I presented myself as the same type of nigga. And I think they're scared of me because your only flaw is that you didn't play. Guess what I did? So I'm the Stephen A. that played.